Alright, Jose, so what are we getting here today?
Skin fade, top, and the beard, keep it high.
Trim it up right here.
Like a little bit.
So more like hand freestyle, just shorten the side. You don't really want to shorten this, you just want it to be a nice shape.
Yeah.
And then for the mustache, you want to shorten it.
We have 130.
We're going to get the mustache. Alright, bro, I got you. And you want to keep the top the same?
Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial. Today I will be doing a mid-skin fade. Right now I'm passing over the side of the head with a 4 guard, but before this I did hit it with a 6 guard, and that is what the length that you see that goes all the way up as I flick out is at. So now after hitting with a 4 guard, I am now currently hitting it with a 2 guard right under it closed. I'm really trying to just make a shape here and really trying to get the foundation of this haircut. Now I'm still with the 2 guard, I'm opening quite a bit. I don't want to hit the edge too much because I want to keep the darkness. But now I'm hitting the side of the head where I hit it with a 4 guard. I'm now flicking at it with a 2 open, and I am using an Andis Masters blade with a Andis taper blade, and I am using their guards, of course, because it is Andis or Andis, I don't know, whichever one. But now I'm hitting it with a trimmer, and I'm really making the foundational guideline of how I want my fade to go. This is where the balding is at, and now I come at it with my fade blade open and this fade blade open, and really just trying to make a 1/2 inch to 1 inch guideline. And of course, continuously as I am doing the haircut, I am trying to keep the shape. So I don't want to do anything too drastic, but I do want it to have a nice linear shape as I prolong to the back, as it will make it easier for me to make this haircut gradient and save me more time. So after hitting it with it open and making my nice initial guideline, I like to go right back under it, under the line I made, and close the guard all the way and really just attack it and see how much I need to open up before I can take it too high. I hope I said that right, but yes. And make sure to continuously brush at all times whenever you're cutting hair, even the smallest hair. As you keep cutting and cutting, the smallest amount of hair really matters. Sometimes you'll be stuck in a spot, in reality, bro, you could have saved those 5 minutes if you just brushed. Yes. Now I'm coming at where I just made guideline and cleaned up under with the fade blade. I'm now switching over to my taper blade and a closed guard. That's what I just showed initially, and now I'm coming at it with the same kind of approach as I did before, or the line before that one closed. And I know that when I did this haircut, yes, this is B-roll footage, I slowly open it up as I continue to fade. So right now I'm just making the guideline, and then I am going to look to open my 1 guard a little bit more, especially since I know that right above it is a 2 open and maybe a 2 closed. So as long as I keep a light hand, a light wrist, and flick out little by little and keep brushing, because that really does matter, and continuously thinking about the shape, then it will be all okay. I'm liking how it's looking. It's looking real consistent and really keeping where the edge is at the front nice and dark, because I do not want to take away from that. That is something that makes a haircut pop, especially as people look in the mirror. People will not be looking at the back of the head 24/7, but you know what they do see? They do see those C-cups or that arch that you make or whatever it is in front of their face. So please always keep in mind of that area. Maybe I pointed out. So now I'm coming at this with a taper blade closed and opening it slowly but surely. And I'm taking the same approach that I did for my fade blade. So literally just open it up little by little and flick out, and just really taking my time with this fade, because this is truly the foundational part of the haircut. And I'm not really trying to make this picture perfect right now. I'm really just trying to make the rough draft of the haircut. So now I'm really just trying to make the front edge of the haircut and really just making the initial line and seeing how I really want to come at this and arch it. But as you can see, the haircut and the front end has already been done, and I just want to be able to visualize where I'm at when I get to the other side of the head when it comes to the arch. So I like to take care of it now, especially while I'm here. And yeah. Now we are at the back of the head, and I'm following the same systems and procedures as I did before. I'm just taking the fade blade, opening it up, and then close it at the bottom, and then slowly open it up as I work my way up on the fade. So right now it just continues to flicking, and make sure to keep flicking the entire time.
Whoa!
Please, you don't want no deep digs into the scalp, because those guidelines are way harder to take out than other ones. Not impossible, but for damn sure it makes your job harder. I'm coming at this with the one guard, following the same thing I did on the side. Just really connecting the side to the back and flicking out as I'm making this, because I do not want to make any hard lines. And I know I could sound like a repeating broken jukebox or something like that, but this is what is needed, brother. And as you can see, now this part is done. I'm really just going for detail. I did the same systems and processes before. Did not want to waste my time on that one. But right now, just did a little bit detail. Did the zero guard in the back. And now I'm really trying to connect the back to the side. Connect the back to the side. Now this side, as you can see, I'm taking the 6, taking all the way up. I already divided the top of the head. Now I'm coming at it with a 4 guard. Yes, you can hit the 4 guard up to that edge. You can take it pretty high. Just make sure you flick out as you reach the side of the scalp. Now open it up with the fade blade and make the same guideline that you made. Coming at the corner with ever maximum or lowest 3 guard. It will keep that nice gradient look, while also keeping it look nice and tight that people like.
Oh yeah.
Damn boy, you spitting. I'm coming at this with the 1 guard closed, making 8-inch guideline, following the same thing I did on the other side, except on this side. Oh, slowly open it up as I go up in the fade. And I don't want to do anything too drastic or dig in, because I do not want to make a hard line, as I am flicking a 1 open into a 3 currently. I did not hit the side with a 2, because whenever I cut his hair and I come at the side with a 2, the fade always comes up a little bit higher. So now this time I am going at it with a different approach. we are coming at this with the 2 guard open on the side, not taking any higher. The back to the side, reach the point, just reach the taper blade on the Andis, and I first close it all the way, then open it up as I go higher. Same thing with every other guard system. Doing it from the front now. Really just using my corners as I do this. I don't want to take the full blade teeth and mess up the shape that I'm trying to make. People try and rush the fades at this point to where they're like, oh, I can get it done. They see the finish line. But brother, just take the corner of the guard, or yes, literally of the guard, or the taper blade, you could say, and just attack those lines, and you can do it relatively quickly. No need to rush. Now same thing, line up this side, and now soon we're gonna move into the facial hair. Now here's me doing the eyebrows. Hopefully I don't cover it up with my body, but yes, just really trying to make the shape that's already there, literally just enhancing it. I don't want to thin the eyebrows. I don't want to do anything drastic. Now move on to the beard. You want to keep, he said he wanted to keep this as high as possible, so I do not want to push this down, but I do want it to stand out quite a bit, so I'm really trying my best to keep this as high as possible and give it a nice defined look. Now doing a little bit of detail work back on the other side as this fade is about done. Fading in the side here, didn't want anything too drastic, as he did want to keep more of a full beard, clean up under. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. But thank you for tuning in. Yeah.